Welcome, Scorpio, to your September 2023 ethics reading with me, Daniel Natal, where you'll get your Natal chart. Some of the themes this month are related to romance, right? So exercise caution when it comes to romance this month. Also, some of the themes are going to be like ancestry, maternal figures, things like that. Also, making your home like a homey place, a place of peace and tranquility rather than kind of discord. I'm a big believer in the universe sending you messages. So this month I will do a little ethics reading for you. I will shuffle these cards, and these cards are filled with some of the greatest thoughts of history's most illustrious thinkers, philosophers, and ethicists. And I will shuffle them. And I will pick 3 cards. And the first card says, "We will not bargain with them ever to take in exchange all of their wealth for our virtue, since virtue is ever abiding. Riches are held for a time here and there among men." Solon. So Solon of Athens said that. I'll repeat that. "We will not bargain with them ever to take in exchange all of their wealth for our virtue, since virtue is ever abiding. Riches are held for a time here and there among men." So this is basically saying that virtue is more important than money, because money comes, money goes, but your character is what is important to you, and that's kind of like what these readings are based on. They're based on character, right? Not based so much on stars or things like that, astrology. Like I'll use a shorthand Scorpio, or I'll use zodiac signs as shorthand for personality types, because I do believe that personality types are real. That there's probably 12 basic ones, like in the zodiac or in juries. There's 12 members of a jury, or 12 apostles. In the DISC personality system, there's 12 basic personality types. You guys, by the way, are senses-based personality types according to Plato's taxonomy. He believes in truth-based people, honor-based people, and senses-based people. So the senses-based people, at their good extremity, they like art and aesthetic things like that, beauty, wonderful. On the bad side, you can be inclined toward kind of sensory stimulation, which might lead at its extreme to drug abuse, alcoholism, gambling, that kind of stuff. So be mindful of that. I do believe in Heraclitus, he said that character is destiny. Right. And that's what this is really about. If you know your character, then you're going to know what patterns that you're likely to engage in, and you'll see that repetitive behavior. Like people basically tend to go in 7-year cycles where, like, a woman her dad is an alcoholic, and then 7 years later she marries a guy and he turns out to be an alcoholic. They get divorced. 7 years later, she finds this new guy, and then he turns out to be an alcoholic, and she realizes she's doing the same pattern over and over. And only after she recognizes the pattern can she break it and kind of scale up to like a new level in her life. But until she understands her character, she's not going to understand what's driving her destiny. And let's see, the second message to you this month is, "It is curious that physical courage should be so common in the world and moral courage so rare." Mark Twain. I'll repeat that. "It is curious that physical courage should be so common in the world and moral courage so rare." Right. So somebody might jump on train tracks to save a small child, right? And that's physical courage. But he might not speak out when he sees an unethical act happening at work, right? He knows it's safer to be a yes man. Moral courage is vastly rarer. In economics, kind of value is imparted by scarcity, right? So gold, because it's scarce, is a lot more valuable than dirt. Likewise, ethical people are much more valued because they're so rare. And this month, one of the themes to you is to, be that moral person, be that person of value, morally. Let's see. The next message to you is, "Genius always gives its best at first, prudence at last." Seneca. So he was a philosopher in the 1st century at the time of Jesus. He says, "Genius always gives its best at first, prudence at last." So this kind of goes toward what I was just saying, right? So if you are going to be one of those people who isn't just a yes man, be prudent about it. Don't just kind of rush in headlong and kind of make a fool out of yourself. Have all your ducks in a row. Be prudent, do the right thing, but make sure that you do it in the right way. And this is one of the themes that ethics always talks about, right? There's the means and the end, right? So utilitarian people only care about the end, right? So if their goal is to get $1 million, they don't care if they have to lie, cheat, or steal to get that $1 million. They don't care about the means. They just care about the end. Ethical people care about the means, right? They care about, value the task, not the reward, right? They care about that middle part. It is not the destination. It is the journey in life, right? So prudence is basically telling you to be that type of person, right? Care about the means. Do the right thing, of course, always, but make sure that you do it in the right way. And so these are some of your messages this month, and I will see you next time. Remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. And if you want some extra personal ethics coaching for an issue that you might have, you can set up a Zoom call with me by pressing the button below in the description. Pick what calendar date and time you want, and we can hash over whatever thorny moral dilemma you're facing. Also, check out my Ethics Fundamentals course, and the links are below, and I will catch you next time. Get my book, Actionable Ethics, to understand the basic concepts of ethics, as well as to learn how and why moral structures permitted us to create an advanced civilization. Without those moral structures, society falls apart. You can order the ebook by going to my website, actionableethics.com, or a physical copy by going to online retailers like Amazon.com. Learn how to embed ethics into your business processes during onboarding for new employees, and discover how to generate an ethical cultural field at your business or even among your children at home. Order it now. Actionable Ethics.